Hello, I'm Richard McKinley, the president of IAPS, and very fortunate today that we were able to get the artist, the amazing artist, Anna Wainright, to select a few paintings from the current exhibition in Dunedin, Florida, the IAPS 36 exhibition. And so we have 7 paintings today that Anna's just going to give some commentary on. So what I want all of you to do is what we're doing. We're pretending that we're walking through the exhibition, my good friend Anna and I, and we're just pausing at a few paintings, and Anna is sharing her thoughts with me. So I'm going to bring up that first painting and let Anna start sharing her thoughts.
Okay, this painting, what's wonderful about this painting is not only the handling of the medium, but here is a somewhat common theme, which is handled so differently. There is so much motion in this. There's equally emphasis on the fish as much as the motion. It's somewhat abstract, but yet it's realistic. It was fascinating to me to see how this artist took me into the water, took me to the fish. I've seen this scene quite often in koi ponds, and I'm always amazed at how much energy is in the fish when they're eating, when they get to this point. And I think that she captured it so well. Fascinating painting. I bet it's a killer painting in person.
Right. And this artist is Robbins, Richardson, and the painting's title is Frenzy.
Okay, this painting captured my heart right from the beginning. There is an amazing handling of light. It's so subtle. The palette is so limited, and the values are not strong so that you see that huge contrast, but yet you still see everything in the painting. I just thought it was a wonderful painterly way to handle a simple composition, a simple subject matter, and just capture your heart with that moment in time when you're sitting there looking at those apples.
And this artist is Olga Abramova, a Russian artist, and the painting title is Old House, the Apples.
Oh, this painting I went back to quite a few times. I honestly, at first, I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but I kept going back and I kept looking at this jacket, this white jacket, and how well it was handled, and how you could see the fabric, you could feel the fabric, that raw silk look, the way that the shadow under the head, how that was handled, and you could, it just amazed me. I felt it had so much merit that I had to actually, I wanted to tell everybody what I felt about this painting. I think that, you know, art doesn't always have to be exactly what you want to see, but if something stops me in my tracks and makes me look at it closer and feel the artist's hand, it always becomes very special to me.
This artist is Jay-Z Zhu, and the painting title is Indian Waiter.
Well, this artist, I just absolutely love. There is this is a painting that no one else could have painted. This is a singular voice, patterns, marks, colors, joyous. It brings out emotion. You're not looking at it for seeing individual details on anything in the painting. It's an overall feeling of joy, motion, color. Very, very much love this.
And this artist is Julie Friedman, and the painting title is Aquinnah Afternoon.
This painting I just think is glorious. The color palette, the way that the colors work together, the way that this again somewhat similar familiar scene of still life with the abstract way that it's handled, yet it flows together, and it also creates a feeling. It makes you happy when you look at it, and I believe that probably was the intention.
This artist is Joe Baker, and the painting title is Progression.
I have to say that this painting touched my heart right from the beginning. This painting reminds me of a sergeant, the capturing of a single moment in time, a timeless thing, a thing that most of us can relate to, many of us can relate to, where we sat and we watched our child or our grandchild doing something intently, and his handling of it, this crisp edge on the paper, and the other the colors in the foreground, the reflections, so quiet, so serene, feels like love.
Yeah, this artist is Cory Pitkin, and the painting title is Hodgepodge.
This painting, this work that I see this artist do in these small paintings, but when you look at them closely, you see this color palette and this texture, and then you have that tiny little glow of color down in the foreground, and you can step into the scene even though you can't see any detail in it.
This artist is Loriann Signori, and the painting title is The Beauty of a Brush Creek Morning. So I can't thank you enough, Anna, for, again, walking with me through the exhibition here virtually and getting to hear your insight. And are there any parting comments that you would like to make?
Well, I'm so disappointed that I and everyone else has not been able to see these paintings in person in the show that they were intended and are in. I want to congratulate everyone who submitted to this show, because each and every artist puts their heart and soul into the work, and you can see it. It shows. It's very difficult to pick and choose which ones get in or which ones don't, or which ones are your favorite. And I just want to encourage people to continue to express themselves personally. Make it known that that's your painting and you're proud of it. And that's all I can say.
Well, I just got to say that you and I sharing a mutual friend, in fact, it's how I met you. And I think of this person so often, our dear artist friend, Marge Levine. And
That's her painting behind me.
yeah, yeah, I know that mountain.
And that's Brooke above it.
Yeah, Marge was somebody that from the moment I met her, I remember that first day, you know, saying to her that there's a time when you meet artists and you see their work and you put the person with it, that you just know this, to me personally, is a special soul. And Marge so wanted us to meet, and I had that same connection with you and your work to this day. And just what you said, I think our work, if you really look at it, is a window without meeting the artist into who they are. So yes. I can tell you how much I appreciate you working with us on this project, and how truly fortunate I feel to know you also as a person and not just your work. So
I feel the same way, Richard. Thank you so much. And oh, there's yours.
There it is, yeah. Yeah, it's like our friends, aren't they?
They are. They are.
Yeah.
They absolutely are. Thank you so much, Richard.
Well, again, thank you, Anna, and I look forward to when we meet again physically and get to visit. So you
me also.
Be well, and to the future.
You too.
Thank you.
Be well. Bye-bye.